am here with layout number 1 for the Life in Bloom Simple Stories Vintage Collection, and I am going to be doing a single photo with a single page today, and I'm just showing you guys that I left my sticker sheet and chipboard stickers on their carrier sheet. But what I did with the foam stickers is I went ahead and I cut them apart because I have noticed that I don't seem to see all the elements that are on some of these stickers. So I went ahead and I disassembled all of the die cuts, the foam stickers, as well as the page pieces, and put them in these cute little cups on this cute little tray. And now I'm going to flip through the papers to see which papers do I want to play with for this photo. And surprisingly enough, I picked all the cut aparts, you guys. I'm pretty shocked at that, but with the layering that I wanted to go on, I definitely knew that that would be the easiest route instead of me cutting into all of these gorgeous papers when all the layering in the cut aparts are pretty much done for me. So here I'm just auditioning whether or not I want to use one or two of these 6x4 cut aparts. So there that is. And then I'm thinking I'm just pulling them all out, you guys. Going for them all, except for that 4x4. It doesn't really meet my fancy, but those tags, oh man, those tags are gorgeous. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim my photo down as much as possible to fit on this 4x4 to cover up the word beautiful memories. And I'm just going to use it as a frame with that little bit of floral peeking out. I don't even mind if it's not even seen, nothing. I guess I could have rounded the corners and that would have been a little bit better, but no. These are just a couple selfies that my daughter and I are taking while we were at June Lake. We normally go up there, and with, I hate to say this, but when kids grow up and move out, they realize that they don't have as much time off as they used to. So my oldest daughter here is actually a workaholic. She pretty much has to pay the bills, because you have to start at the bottom and you have to, get minimum wage or whatever it is, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but she's learning the hard way that life is not that simple, and she doesn't get to get away like she used to when she was a kid. And so she found out that we were in June Lake, and she just lives in Reno, which is about a 5-hour trip, maybe 4.5, not very far away. And she had 2 days off. So she came down for the day and then stayed the night and went and left in the morning. So it was very lovely that she got to visit with us for a little bit. Because like I said, now that she's all grown up, she's learning the hard way that she only gets a day off here and there. And you don't get a 2-week vacation when you first start a job. Especially when you're a part-timer. So part-timer and trying to pay for college. So yeah, she's definitely learning her lesson. And so of course we went and took a walk down to the lake's beach and took some selfies. And the next set of photos that I'm going to be playing with are just us having a lot of fun, because she's my best friend. And so it's super fun to hang out with her and be able to spend a little bit more time with her, because I miss having her around all the time. So I'm glad that I get these moments to scrapbook with her, even though she's a goofball and she doesn't think that these photos are necessary in her life, but she tolerates the fact that I want them. All right, so one of the cards that I cut off are, I think it says memorable moments or something, or make these moments, something to that effect. And it's just that little pink strip up at the top. And so I wanted that to be sticking out. I cut the film strip out of the middle of the 4x6 card, and I'm going to use the 2 side pieces as layering pieces. All this stuff going on, you guys, and I'm just using the cut aparts. That is all that is going on, but it looks like I'm using a ton of paper. And then I do end up ripping that one cut apart. And you know what drew me to this photo to begin with is my shirt. My shirt is that is that purpley red color. I'm not really sure exactly how to describe the shirt that I'm wearing, but it drew me to that butterfly. It really did. It's like, even though it's a really dark shirt, it still has the tone of color that this collection has. And I was just super stoked with it, because when I first started flipping through these, I was a little worried about having photos that would go with this collection. And then I kept flipping through my album even more, and I found a ton of photos, and I was like super excited. Yay! I'm going to get a lot of scrapbooking done, and this is so cool. Now, I do have to disappoint a couple others. I did read the comments, and I was pretty sad when I read a couple comments that said, hey, I'm so super excited to see how you're going to use this, because all I have are boys in my life. And normally that's all I enjoy scrapping are my boys. No offense, my girls. But I really, really enjoy scrapbooking the manly photos. But this is a change for me, and I really liked doing it. Now, I definitely could have done the lake life for these photos, because we're standing on the beach of a lake. If they call it a beach, I'm not really sure if they call it a beach or not, but that's where we are. But really, you can't tell until I get to the next set of photos. You can't even see the lake behind us. You can, but you can't. And there's really not a whole lot of greenery, because it's faded. We're pointing towards the sun, and totally faded. So you really can't see it. I could have went any direction with these photos, to be honest. So that's why I was super stoked that my shirt is what drew my attention, and I was able to use these photos, or able to stop at these photos and go, hey, I don't have to use a rugged outdoor collection for these photos. That's going to be awesome. And I wanted to make it girly. I really, really did. And then the next set of photos that I found are even better too. So, all right. So I took my one base that we are allowed to have, and I ripped it so I could see all of this beautiful polka dot. Now, could I have gutted my polka dot and used it in 2 different spots? Probably. I really could have. But when I first started with this collection, I had in the mind that I was going to have a ton of paper left over. And if I end up using all the embellishments and have all this paper, I don't think I would have ever returned to use this paper. So I'm thinking to myself, use it up. Don't save it. Don't try to preserve it. Don't try to stretch it. Don't try to do anything. Just use it how I want to use it. And then at least I can say that I played with this bright, fun collection, and I was able to, get my money's worth out of it and see how many layouts I get out of it. The goal is 6 layouts, but I do throw in a couple 2-pagers. Surprise, surprise. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get 6 pages unless you count the double pagers. I'm not sure. So anyways, I'm going to go through, look at that right off the bat. I use up those 2 large, ginormous, actually there's 3 ginormous chipboard pieces. Right off the bat, that was the first thing that I picked from. But look at those florals, you guys. Those purple florals are just drawing me in. I have something, I'm just drawn in to all of that purple. It's not pink. Yes, there is pink. Okay, you guys, you got me. There's pink. But it's not pink. It's like not all pink. And that's just so beautiful. I can't say it enough. It's just gorgeous. And I don't know what type of flowers are those bunched up. Oh, where are they? I think they're on another paper. So we might visit those again. But there's another flower that is like the Vicky Bouton flower, where it's lots and lots and lots of layers inside. Those are my favorite flowers. I don't know if they're peonies. Janet called them something rose. Something petal rose or something like that. I have no idea. I'm not a floral person at all. I am just really drawn to that particular flower. It just looks like a flower with a ton of petals, and it's so compacted. It's amazing. So now what I'm going to do, and I did fast forward this part just because of the fact that was a lot to go through. is I went through each and every one of my cups and found nothing. That's right. I found this one sticker that says lovely little moment, because that's exactly what this is. And then those little foamy hearts up there, as well as 2 keyboard keys. That's it. That's all that I found. Oh, and I did find another floral cluster in my large. So I have extra large, large, medium, small, and then mini is what is inside my little cups that I have sorted everything out to. And in my mini cup, as well as the sticker sheet, that's all that I found. Oh, and the large cup. I found another floral piece that I could get to work. Now, when I first started putting this layout together, I realized about this time right here that my bottom cluster, the floral, has a lot of springy colors in it. It's got the orange, the blue, the yellow, the pink, the purple. It's got them all. And then my upper cluster mostly just has purple. Yes, it does have a pink. Okay, I'll admit it. And then my other cluster over on the, what's it called? Over on the right has purple and a little bit of orange sticking out. So I decided to bring in the butterflies. And the butterflies are going to help bring in the color everywhere else. So I went ahead and I put a yellow flower or a yellow butterfly up at the top. And then I've got a blue butterfly that I'm going to put somewhere. I'm just not sure exactly where yet, but I decided that I'm going to put my, glue everything down. Now, this layout was almost built from the top down. I put my photo cluster and my papers together first, and then I built a cluster around it and glued it to my photo cluster instead of straight to the layout, only because the elements allowed me to do this. I don't normally build a layout like this, but it just worked out really, really well for me to be able to do something like this. So I was really super stoked. I'm pretty sure that I was also inspired by a Simple Stories layout. I just don't know exactly which one. Now, that butterfly I thought I was going to put somewhere else, but I think the reason why I didn't put it over on the right is because of that purple butterfly on the tag. I think that's what it was. So, and then I'm just going to go ahead. One of the keyboard keys says tab clear, and then the other one I think says return. And I thought that they were perfect because, tab clear is almost like she cleared her schedule to come spend time with us. And then the return is, that it's a lovely little moment and it would be nice to return to it. And I know that's a stretch, but those are the reasons why I picked those. And then the tag up at the top says beautiful. And then the little sticker or something that I found says captured. So beautiful captured. And I thought that that was absolutely perfect too. So it's not too wordy, but it's not missing anything either. I didn't feel like I needed a lot of layering because the paper, the cut aparts did all of that for me. And like I said, I believe I was inspired by a Simple Stories layout. If you guys follow Simple Stories blog, oh my stars, their design team is fabulous. Now, I don't know any of their names and I don't know anybody that is on their design team personally, but I do like going over there and sneaking a peek every now and then, especially when a new collection is there. But I don't do it enough or all the time to take pictures and stuff because I feel like they're one and done type of layouts, not to be scrap lifted. But I do know I got the paper tearing from one of their layouts, and I apologize for not remembering who. It's just that was the only element that I stole from that particular layout. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate it. Be sure to check out Janet Fritz over on her channel, Galaxy Girl Creations, to see what she is creating using this layout. And also, too, if you're curious about past kit conspiracy layouts, check out these 2 videos right here from our last series using different kits. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.